What's up, fellas? We live. It's 10 o'clock. What's up, fellas? What is up? Start in 10 minutes. It's gonna be good. What's up? What's up, people? Starting in 10 minutes. What's up, 3? One watching now. 3 watching. Yo, Panheater, what's the deal? Oh, you gonna love this shit, Panheater? Oh man, you gonna love this shit. Yep. Yep. Talking about abuse of contempt power, man. Peace and greetings, Smokey. Peace and greetings, my brother. Y'all remember OG Read More when we was coming up? I had that cartoon character on the thumbnail, OG Read More. Other two in here, what's up, other two? The other two people in here, what's up? I don't want to disclose because I'm scared. What's up, fellas? What's up? What's the deal? You know, we starting in what? 4 more minutes. Look, we got some shit over here. We got some fire, family. We got some fire, fellas. We got that fire. Yep. Oh, man. All right, cool. Do that. Hit me up Sunday for sure. Hit me up on Sunday for sure, man. I'll be waiting. You know, it's going to be a lit podcast, fellas. It's going to be lit. Got 3 more minutes. This channel basically is for all the people who like reading books and who can read and comprehend. That's why a lot of people ain't over here. Everybody can't read or comprehend. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? I'm just waiting for some more people to get in. Some people say they don't be receiving the notifications, fellas. They say they don't be reading it, they don't be getting the notification, but it's all good. It is all good. It is all good, fellas. 2 more minutes. Got 2 more minutes. Got 1 more minute left. One more minute left, fellas. All right, well, shit, we ready. Hey, We reserve all our rights. We waive none. You know what I'm talking about? We don't study law. We read the law over here. And y'all ready? Let's go. Can y'all see that? Can y'all see that? Let me know if y'all can see that. Can y'all see that real good? Can y'all hear me? All right. In cases in which judges have been charged with abuse of contempt power, direct towards litigants, there are usually aggravating factors that make abuses worthy of sanction. The Supreme Judicial Court of Massachusetts publicly, fellas, I'm getting tongue-tied, reprimanded and suspended a judge from hearing criminal and juvenile cases for at least 1 year due to judge persistent abuse of contempt power. On several occasions, the judge held that the injured defendants in contempt without justification. Individuals were denied fair treatment and often denied personal freedom in violation of their rights. The court held that the judge's conduct showed a pattern of disregard of or indifference to fact of law, and displayed attitudes that brought the administration of justice into disrepute. Right, a similar pattern of disregard for the law was exhibited by a New Jersey judge who, among other abuses, held a defendant in contempt for a remark that the defendant made to his attorney outside the courtroom, and concluded that the judge's continued abuse of judicial power demonstrated that the judge, okay, that's 220. Let me go to 221. Let me do 221. Hold up, fellas. Let me do 221. I got a lot of case law too, but that's going to the people who, who been down with Sham Stoppers, right? People who invested into themselves, right? Other people can go look this up. Ain't no hard feelings, because shit, we the only one that's coming on this bitch with this shit. You know what I mean? Hold up. Wait a minute, fellas. Can y'all see that? Okay, it said that was totally unsuited by temper and temperament for judicial office. The Supreme Court of New Jersey noted that although the judge should not forfeit control of his or her courtroom, the judge shall maintain in it as a judge and not by unseemly, unjudicial, and illegal suppression of individual rights. All right. California judge was censored for ordering persons to appear before him on false pretenses and bringing about the incarceration of one of them without legal cause or compliance with applicable procedure. The Supreme Court of California had that this conduct constituted willful misconduct. Another judge was removed from office for, among the other things, abusing his contempt power in ways that suggested that he was indulging his animosity towards a particular litigant. The Supreme Court of California rejected the notion that the judge's inexperience and litigants' foul mouth and intentionally disruptive behavior mitigated the judicial misconduct. The mitigating weight of the litigant's courtroom demeanor is slight. It was the judge's duty to deal with such difficulties by lawful and proper means. The Supreme Court of Maine held that a judge violated canons 2A, 3A, and 3A4 of the 72 Model Code by ordering the incarceration of two individuals appearing before him without legal justification and without giving the litigants the required hearing. The court held that the judge willfully disregarded. Y'all see that? What page was that? 21? All right, I gotta do 22 now. Let me do 22, fellas. All right. Let me do 22. No, I ain't gonna do 22. Let me do 23. No, let me do 24. Hold up, fellas. Hold on a second, fellas. Let me pull it up. I'm having some technical difficulties over here. All right. 1. Hold on. 2, 3. Yep, it's Title 4D agents. You're right. Can y'all see that? Let me know when y'all see this. In the house, what's up? Let me know when y'all, hold on 1 minute. I'm tripping. Can y'all see that now? Can y'all see that now? The law on contempt has often been described as murky, and the states differ considerably in their interpretations of what? Contumacious behavior, right? DD, whatever. Anyway, however, most jurisdictions agree that criminal contempt differs from civil contempt in that the former attempts to vindicate the authority of the court when someone has been disrespectful, while the later deals only with refusal to obey a court's order. Furthermore, most jurisdictions agree that direct contempt differs from indirect contempt. Y'all need to go study direct contempt and indirect contempt, in that the former can be imposed summarily without notice and a hearing, with the later requires the contemptor to be given some basic due process protection. Judges have the right to hold someone in contempt for an affront, fellas, to the authority and dignity of the court, and typically, the use of contempt power will not, hold up, will not violate model code of judicial conduct. In Burford, 55 Southwest Second Edition, 809 Missouri, 1979. However, an abuse of contempt power can cross over the line into judicial misconduct when judges treat an indirect contempt as a direct contempt and similarly impose contempt for conduct that was not committed in the immediate presence of the court. Okay, check this out. This ain't legal advice, is what I learned. If you ruly, you acting up, if you sign and apply for an order, especially if you agreed to an implied order without a signature, you know what I mean? You've been acquiescing and all that, they can get you for participating, right? Implying and express. So y'all need to learn that. But if you ain't signed nothing, guess what? They can't do shit. But if they send you something, you don't answer back, you don't challenge that shit, they get you on that shit too. All right. You know, it's just simple. Judges, check this out. Judges held person in contempt for the statement made in the hallway to the judge when court was not in session. Another way judges commit an technical violation in the use of the contempt power is by improperly labeling conduct as criminal contempt. Don't that sound like child support, fellas? Huh? Hold on, let me see. Oh shit. I'm tripping again, fellas. Let me know when the screen is up. Now can y'all see it? All right, my bad, man. I don't know what's going on. Check this out. To violate the model code of judicial conduct. Henry Buford, 577 Southwest 2nd, 809 Missouri, 1979. All right. However, an abuse of contempt power can cross over the line into judicial misconduct when judges treat an indirect contempt as a direct contempt. Y'all need to go study that. Indirect and direct, right? Similar impose contempt for conduct that was not committed in the immediate presence of the court, right? That's case law right there. Judge held person in contempt for statement made in the hallway to the judge when court was not in session. Another way judges commit an ethical violation in the use of the contempt power is by improperly labeling conduct as criminal contempt. Don't that sound like child support, fellas? Huh? Using their contempt power to punish. Let me see, can it stretch out a little bit more? Let me see something. All right. Can y'all see it? And using their contempt power to punish someone because they are displeased with that person rather than because that person threatened the authority of the court. You see that? Judge reprimanded for holding party in contempt for statements directed to the judge personally and not directed at the authority of the court or the judicial system. Judge admonished in part for holding domestic violence victim attorney in contempt for declining judge's order to reveal location of shelter. See that? Holding the attorney in criminal contempt of court because a judge is displeased with the attorney's created a gross appearance in perpetuity, contravening his what? obligation to be faithful to the law and has undermined public confidence in the judiciary. See that? Go check that shit out, fellas. Go look that shit up. In addition to imposing contempt for conduct that does not fit the definition either direct contempt or criminal contempt, judges also commit misconduct when they use contempt power vindictively. Right? Go get your Black's Laws Dictionary and go look up vindictive proceedings, vindictive procedures. Whenever you put in paperwork, they get mad, that motherfucker gonna be vindictive. Okay? Child support is a vindictive and feelings and emotion proceeding. The shit really ain't law. Women run child support. All right. Remember that they have no power unless you give it to them. Involving several vindictive uses of contempt power, such as jailing the defendant for 96 days after she asked the judge out of turn how long will it take for her case to be called, or to enforce an order they had no authority to make. What's up, fellas? Huh? Judge violated county by holding the defendant in contempt of court for failing to adhere to his order to get a regular job. Look at this, fellas. Look at this one right here. Look at that one. You see that shit? Judge violated canon by holding the defendant in contempt of court for failing to adhere to his order to get a regular job. Ain't look, when y'all going there on child support shits, they ain't supposed to be telling you to go get a fucking job like they your mama and fucking daddy. Don't let no another grown motherfucker tell you to go get a job and not paying your fucking bills. They want you to give them some tax-free money. Child support is fucking tax-free money for the umpteenth time. It's a fucking gift. When he had no authority to make such order. Look at that. Judge abused authority by threatening contempt without issuing an order to be obeyed. See that? Likewise, Rule 2.2 may be violated by misuse of contempt power when judges fail to follow the requirements of a contempt statute. Look at that shit. Judge violated statute by refusing to afford the defendant an opportunity to be heard orally by the way of defense and mitigation before holding him in contempt. See that shit? I'm gonna put up another one. Y'all read this one. Read that. Let me get you another one on freedom of speech. I'm finna pull this one up for denying y'all rights. Y'all finna love this one. Hey. Let me pull it up. Hold up. Read that shit, man. They cannot deny your constitutional rights in child support court, man. Administrative equity. And if they do, guess what? That shit ain't real. Child support is so easy to beat, fellas. Can y'all see that? Look at this one here. Judge falsely stated that a contempt hearing had been held when there had been no hearing, or when they tried to enforce a contempt order that had been stayed by a higher court. Judge found father in contempt for violating judge's order requiring father to surrender custody of 2 children to mother, even though judge knew his order had been stayed. Don't that sound like some family court shit? Huh? Come on, man. They playing y'all. They playing with y'all because they know y'all. They don't see y'all as a threat. They don't take y'all serious. You know what I mean? And the judges don't even, a lot of them don't even be reading this shit. Some of these bitch ass lawyers, and now the game and changed. Hold on, I got another one for you. Hold up. Hold up just a second. Boom, boom, boom. Here we go. I don't know if this is up. Can y'all see that? See that? Look at that shit. Go look that shit up. Judges must know the limits the Constitution places over the exercise of authority if they are to uphold and apply the law. One of the most serious violations of Rule 2.2 occurs when judges deprive parties before the court of one or more of the constitutional rights. So he who does not assert his rights, what fellas, have none. And you're supposed to exercise your rights, right? Look at that shit. Look at that shit. I want y'all to dwell on that shit. I'm gonna put one more up for you. Let me go download it. I'm gonna put one more up for you. Y'all gonna trip the fuck out. Hold on, let me go get this shit. Wait a minute. Ooh, y'all about to like this one, fellas. They cannot deny your rights. Wait a minute, it's downloading, fellas. What I got coming up is downloading. So what y'all think, man? Yeah, you're right. They ain't gonna tell you your rights. You know what I mean? I got another one coming up. Hold up. I have another one coming up. I gotta find it. Wait a minute. Fellas, if you put your constitutional rights, you talk about constitution in there, guess what? They gotta honor that shit, players. Federal law trumps state law. Remember that. So guess what's federal law? Your constitutional rights, fellas. The state gets money from the fucking feds. All right? So don't let nobody else tell you that. Here we go. Y'all see this? Duty to uphold. Let me see y'all see it. Let me know if y'all see it. Let me know if y'all see this. Do y'all see that? Let me tell y'all something. The only way a bitch supposed to get child support if you're not married to her, and this is for the single people, you're supposed to be neglectful or abusive. If you those two, then she get child support. If you not, she don't deserve no child support, player. Real talk. Rule 2.2 requires judges to uphold and apply the law. Some jurisdictions may not find a violation of the rule unless the conduct of the judge occurred in an adjudicative capacity, right? Violations of this provision, therefore, typically involve rulings and orders and excesses of judges' authority, either through the denial of constitutional rights or through a failure to comply with the requirements set down by statute, rules, or cases, right? In Wilkes, Arizona, coming on judicial conduct, judge reprimanded for applying Arizona revised statute to dismiss a lawsuit against a minor defendant when the statute only applies to minor plaintiffs who are trying to file a lawsuit. Judge failed to be faithful to law when she required a defendant to remove the head garment that he wore for religious reasons. Judge abridged defendant's religious liberty protected by the First Amendment. See, that's what I tell y'all. Y'all constitutional rights are protected when you go in that little pussy ass equity meeting, right? You know what I mean? Y'all shit is protected, especially under the Fifth Amendment. We already went through this. Fifth Amendment and the 14th Amendment has something to do with contracts. You have the freedom to contract. They cannot induce you to a contract. There has to be a contract. All child support payments are ruled by contract law, my nigga. Real talk. Remember that. All child support payments are ruled by contract law. Remember I said that. Go look it up. You know what I'm talking about? So shit, this been good, fellas. They got to uphold your shit. Whatever you put on that sheet of paper, they want you to honor their paper. Well, you put your paper in. Real talk. Any questions? Concerns? Let me know y'all got any questions. You gotta learn these canons, man. This is where the real knowledge is at. These fucking canons. You gotta learn what they cannot do. In Texas, where can I find that a district judge can handle a Title 4D hearing? This is the thing about Title 4D hearings, my brother. The Title 4D hearings ain't nothing but Social Security shit. That's a trust. You can get on the Texas legislative website and go through there. They have shit about judges. Just Google that shit, man. It's all over. The divorce decree is a contract. Yeah, the divorce decree is a contract. Because think about it. Divorce decree. It's not the marriage license. Those are two different contracts. Those are two different contracts. Stop signing a shit, man. You're welcome. You can get on the state legislature, the judicial shit. They got it all up there, bro. Whatever you want to find out, it's on this net. They public servants. They serve you. You don't serve them. And they fool you to sign shit so you start paying their fucking salary. Exactly. When the Bible says you ain't supposed to be counting people. Ain't that crazy? But public law said the Bible is authorized book and the laws of this country. People are retarded, man. I wasn't even allowed in the courtroom when I got divorced. I was held out the hallway by a cop. Wow. Yeah, that's what they do, bro. If y'all been wronged by these people, y'all can get them, man. Y'all can get your baby mama too. Sue that hoe too. If somebody put your name down on some shit and you ain't aware, sue the motherfucker. That's fraud, nigga. Yeah, it's been good tonight, man. It's been good, fellas, you know. About to sign off in a few minutes. Y'all got any more questions? Concerns? Child support payments are governed by contract law, fellas. That's why they try to get you to sign shit. They threaten you to sign when you go in there. That's how the contract is formed, through inducement, through threats. Oh yeah, man. You need to get the record. You need to go check your record, AWH. You need to go get your record. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, they will. Under Title 5, USC 552A, they sure will. Send that shit in. They'll give it to you. If they don't, that's a federal court case. We didn't have a brother go to federal court for a mediation. We couldn't find nobody. We ain't need nobody. But they didn't want to persecute the big wig. So guess what? In exchange, when the police get behind him, right? They go around. The police don't even fuck with him. He ain't got no warrants. None of that. That was a brother out here at the barbecue. He came to see me. We barbecued. So, yeah, man. All courts got to give you whatever you request. They have 30 days. If they don't give you that shit in 30 days, that's a wrap. Contract law book that's not a few thousand. Oh shit. You can order off half price books, Amazon. Just Google contract law. Because every contract law book they made around ain't gonna give you everything. It's gonna give you bits and pieces to your puzzle. It's like a puzzle, you know. But the ones you talking about that's expensive, hey now, them the coldest ones, my brother. I got one of them. I got a contract law book that's $2,000. I got a contract law book, fellas, that's $2,000. That's $2,000. Right? That's why I'm not on child support. Right? They fooling my baby mama thinking she gonna get some. She ain't gonna get shit. And she ain't got nothing. None of them. I'm not obligated to them because I don't live with them. You know? You're welcome, my brother. Yeah, man, it's been a good podcast, peaceful. Fellas, I'm happy. I'm happy with my life. You know, I'm happy with everything that's going on. I got a fishing license. I got a driver's license. You know, not to brag or nothing, but these people wrong, man. They have everything in books to make it harder for you to find. Yeah. That's why we was telling y'all to go to the bookstores before this shit. Hopefully this shit will open. I know y'all gonna run to the bookstores now. You got to, because Just Steal ain't gonna give you shit, and Just Steal ain't a. You think lawyers use Just Steal? Your lawyers put out Just Steal for the dumb niggas who can't comprehend and read. I'm just gonna give it to you 100. You know, that ain't the real case law database. And they don't even be saying the whole shit. I got books that Just Steal ain't don't go to something else, man. We done gave y'all a search engine to go to that's real good that the lawyers use. You know what I mean? You about to get a contract law book, 2 volumes for $100? Yep, get that hoe. Get it. You can't get your driver's license because your name. Hey, bro, I'm gonna give you a hint. You can have many identities as you want. You can have up to 8 identities, my brother. You start over. You go get you a social security number, birth certificate, all that. That's why I told y'all to watch Ozarks. What's up, my brother? That's why I told y'all to watch Ozarks. Ozarks put you on the game on Netflix. Financial advisors move money, but lawyers move words. Lawyers are some magicians with these words, man. They good word wizards, man. They play with these words and fool y'all. You know, they play off y'all emotions and shit, and they get the bitch to help them with her dumb ass. She take her silly non-dishing ass down there and start begging for fucking money instead of asking you. She want to get the money and go fuck somebody else. Right? Which is her prerogative, but my exes, I'm not paying for them to go bust some nuts. You got to be out your fucking mind. They can bust nuts on their own dime. You know what I'm talking about? And you ain't supposed to be going to jail for a fucking traffic ticket either. Shit. I got the case law on a bunch of shit, fellas. These people lying to y'all. And watch out for these child support cheerleaders on this motherfucking YouTube. You know what I mean? Watch out for these cheerleaders. You know, stay away from these old scary ass niggas. Yep. Yep, that's good she ain't show up. That is good she ain't show up, man. Real talk. Real talk, man. But yeah, fellas, like I said, you got to read. If you don't read, you're easily to mislead. All right? You got to read. You got to be on your P's and Q's. This is the best time to read. Order you some books. You know what I mean? Just T ain't going to give you all the shit that you need to come out these books. Learn these cannons so you can fire back with your cannon. Okay? Let's see. It was by fine only offense that is no jail time. That was in 2011. That's what's up. So, but yeah, fellas, we got to sign off on this bitch. I done gave y'all some good shit. They can't hold you in contempt of court for no fucking child support because ain't no crime unless you sign the shit and not obeying it and not get rid of the shit. Get rid of those pussy ass contracts. If a bitch, remember this, fellas, if a bitch can break a covenant with marriage, you can break the child support contract. Damn. Remember that. A woman don't care about God. Because if a woman feared God, she wouldn't kill her fucking baby. Won't be no abortion clinics. Remember that. Peace. Peace, fellas. Peace.